how enterprise AI is like ice cream. Sounds too good to be true? We're about to find out, and we have no one else than the Vice President and Data Platform Leader DACH at IBM here to tell us all about it. Please welcome to the stage, Ralf Borgwardt. Welcome!
All right, thank you very much, Flo. And I really hope you had a great time at GITEX 2025 so far. Tell me, what's about the energy in the room? Are you good? Okay, the excitement level is not at that stage. I see. Okay, let me try to get you a bit more excited later during the session. Today, I want to talk a bit about a subject which is really deep to my heart, and which is how we can make AI usable in an enterprise ice cream. Now, when I thought about it just on the other day when the weather was warm and nice and I was playing out there with my kids, I was a bit thinking, well, actually this whole hype around enterprise AI is a bit like ice cream. Now, you might think, what the heck is going on? Those guys at IBM, they've finally gone completely crazy after their 100 years of existence, now comparing enterprise AI with ice cream. But here's my take on it. So just as everyone loves to enjoy the ice cream on a nice, warm and sunny day in the summertime, today everybody wants to enjoy the sweet benefits that modern technologies like agentic systems, generative AI, or machine learning offer. So think of it: improved productivity, faster time to market, increased employee or customer satisfaction. All of those nice things, right? We want to have it all. But just like the ice cream needs a proper cone in order to be enjoyed, modern technologies, they need a proper cone as well in form of a data foundation. So we need to consider things like data integration, AI governance, or hybrid deployment options in order to make AI effective on an enterprise level. Otherwise, and without a proper cone, ice cream, even the best ice cream, just becomes a mess. So for those of you that have kids, I already revealed you, I have a few. The following story is going to resonate. So a couple of days ago, I finished my work early on the Friday afternoon. I got my kids. We went to the ice cream shop because we wanted to enjoy the nice weather outside. So kids got excited. Hey, nice ice cream. Really love it. We finally got there, and then we stood in line, and after it was our turn with the teller, I bought them the nice scoop of vanilla ice cream, handed it over, and then guess what happens? Whoops! Falling down on the floor. Tragedy arises, frustration increases, tears going down the face, and then I thought, what a mess I'm in. Now, I think that story resonates also in a business context, because how many times have you been trying to use AI in an enterprise context and the outcome that you got was just a mess? So ultimately, when we do not provide kind of the right cone for also the enterprise data in form of data integration and all of the things I talked about, even the best AI models can become a mess. So to get the value out of enterprise data, and just for you to reference, only a small amount of data that is sitting across the enterprise is currently leveraged for enterprise AI use cases. We need to think about where the data is stored, how is managed, how is governed, how is secured, and how is made available for all of those AI use cases, so we can then provide it to the various users in the line of business and make them enjoy the nice scoop of ice cream. In order to really create value from the data that is sitting across the enterprise, you need to consider kind of where the data is actually run, if you want to call it like this, in the sense of, is it implemented on premises, in a private cloud, or in a hybrid cloud environment. Where the data sits, we have many different data locations and data stores across the enterprise. Too often the data is just scattered and not available and integrated. So we need to think about how we can integrate the different data sources, bring them together, and then provide also intelligence on top of them so that we have one common point of view and one pane of glass for the data across the enterprise. That's then when you can really curate the various data assets and provide insights and context also across the company. Ultimately, the goal is to use the data, infuse it into AI models so that we can use it and benefit. All of this supported by a proper security and governance infrastructure so that finally our line of business users are able to enjoy the nice scoop of AI ice cream with a big smile on their face in the various use cases. Ultimately, obviously, the idea is to leverage AI on a broad scale and across different use cases and different channels in the enterprise. I think already today we are seeing that there are many use cases that can benefit from enterprise AI applicability, like, for example, HR transformation, procurement optimization, and so on. What we are also seeing is that more and more packaged application providers are bringing their own flavor of AI assistance, AI augmentation to the game. Think of it like SAP has their own AI agents, Salesforce has their own AI enhancements, and stuff like that. So the challenge is that we are going to see a big fragmentation across the various tool sets and a big complexity for the line of business user in order to navigate all of those different AI solutions sitting there. Ultimately, what we want to achieve is that the customer and the line of business user can really seamlessly integrate across those different AI capabilities that is sitting over there in the various applications that are being used in the enterprise. That's where the IBM platform can support you ultimately in achieving this seamless and frictionless implementation. In order to get there, what you want to leverage is a platform that, first of all, provides you with the capabilities to bring your very own AI agents to life. That also comes with a set of predefined and pre-built agents and skills so that you can start with the AI in your enterprise seamless and frictionless. And last but not least, that also provides the right level of orchestration and management so that the different AI solutions are working together without problem. The product of choice, hopefully, is the IBM watsonx Orchestrate platform, which is a platform and a tool that is ultimately providing all of those capabilities that I was just explaining. Now, we're not only talking theory here. We have already taken this to implementation at scale within our very own company. So for those of you who do not know IBM that well, we are a company of approximately $60 billion in annual revenues and approximately 300,000 employees across 180 or so countries. A couple of years ago, we started a quite ambitious project to really implement AI at scale within our own company and implemented it across a set of key business processes. 2 years in the program, we've already seen significant productivity gains in the range of 3 billion, 3.5 billion, and the number keeps counting depending on the more use cases we implement and the further we optimize and improve the existing use cases. So it's not only theory that we are talking here, but it's actually reality. So for those of you who have ever wondered, what is this AI hype? I think it's going to stay, and it's going to further improve and provide a lot of benefits for all of us. I want to talk a bit about some of the use cases that we have implemented, and don't be afraid, I'm not going to take you through all of them. I know it's a bit of a busy chart, but I want to draw your attention to two use cases which I find the most interesting. Number one is the HR use case, which is on the most left-hand side of the chart, and where we have implemented a fully automated and AI-driven HR solution that is already capable of handling more than 10 million of annual HR interactions, which allowed us to optimize the HR budget, the operating HR budget, by more than 40%, which, based on a company of the scale of IBM, obviously is a large number. The second use case I want to highlight is the one on the second to the right column, which is about sales incentives. IBM as a company employs approximately 20,000 sellers across the globe, and the solution that we have implemented is handling 96% of all sales-related inquiries fully automatically within the AI. So sellers asking about their achievements, about their commission statement, and so on and so forth. But enough about what we've done within IBM. I'm also going to share a bit on what we've done with other customers. One interesting case I find is what we've done with Audi Interactive, where we've created an innovative voice bot solution, which is AI-powered, that is able to handle customer interactions also automatically, providing customized and AI-driven responses to the customer's inquiries. So the voice bot basically is able to handle those call interactions instead of a human agent. It's providing better quality, faster time to resolution than a human agent would actually be able to, hence increasing customer satisfaction. It even went to the level that Audi asked us to make sure the bot identifies itself as a bot instead of a human agent. We're doing this for 300 dealers and more than 1,200 service locations. Then with BaFin, which is the German Financial Regulating Authority, some German fellows will well know it, we've created a unique solution and an innovative tool that allows the BaFin employees that are managing all of those regulated or regulating requirements for the financial services industry to do complex document queries and get generative AI-created responses out of the solution so that they can really work faster, process the complex and cumbersome regulative processes in a much faster time, and hence also, as I just said, increasing employee productivity. Now you might think that's a standard reg use case. Document analysis is not so trivial, not so complex. But the interesting point here is, as you can imagine, BaFin being the financial regulator in Germany, we had to deal with a lot of data security, privacy, regulating aspects that have all been built into this solution. Coming to the end, and going back to the analogy of ice cream, I think that if we can provide modern technologies like AI, a proper cone in form of data infrastructures, governance, security, and so on, we will create a perfect blend that will enable us to delight our customers, clients, employees, whoever, and really drive business outcomes and business success. So with that, thank you very much for your attention today. I'm sorry I did not bring ice cream, but we are also a premium sponsor of Ferrari, and we have the Ferrari race car simulator over there. Anybody who is interested, come over to our booth. It's just across the street, so to speak. And if you want to learn more, please feel free to reach out. And with that said, thank you very much.